Classic trap game for the UC Bearcats today. Off that stirring win over 12th-ranked Louisville just 72 hours earlier, the Cats were back home for South Florida. Bulls 2-6 in AAC play this season, but they did give UC some trouble last month, so maybe the trap wasn't so hidden and Mick Cronin could get his point across all week. Our Brad Johansen with the call of today's game for the CBS Sports Network. First half, Sean Kilpatrick in transition, gets to the rack, puts that one off the glass. 2 of his 18, 17-14 Cats. Sean shot it well from the perimeter as well. Catch and shoot from the corner. 3 makes it 20-16 UC. A couple of minutes from halftime now. Jelon Gwynn hits from long range. 24-18. Bearcats up 6 at the half. Second half, didn't take them long to get hot after the break. Kilpatrick, another 3 from the top. It's 29-27. Still, South Florida didn't give in. John Egbunu rebound in the follow, 37-36. USF leading by 1. Then Justin Jackson got it going. Take a look at the Tim Duncan-esque bank shot. 15 points, 6 rebounds for JJ. Cats up 1. Then SK starts to ice it for UC. Right down the lane, 50-45. Bearcats win. They're now 10-0 in the league with a 14-game winning streak. Top 10 looking likely tomorrow morning. And history for Kilpatrick, now 3rd all-time on the UC scoring list.
He's maybe the most underrated great player that's ever played here, and I was really happy for him Thursday night to start. I think it woke people up nationally to who he is.
I mean, SK is SK. He's going to come perform every night. I mean, sick or not sick, he's going to play basketball. That's what he loves to do, and that's what I expected out of him, and that's what he came to do.
The older guys and like the juniors and the sophomores, they understand that. I mean, we've been in this position before, and it went downhill before, but we got to continue to keep working. I mean, now it's a bigger bullseye on us, and we just got to continue to keep coming out with a better effort every night.
Former ex-sharpshooter Brad Redford is here. We'll make you feel right at home. We'll get into Xavier's 2nd straight loss, this one at home to Seton Hall. Brad, what are we looking at here?
Back at it, Xavier first half on the defensive side of the ball. James Farr, you got to get behind Mobley and push Fuquan Edwin up half court on this screen. He doesn't do that, which makes him way too comfortable coming off. Samaje Christian, you need your hands up. James, you should have pushed him up the lane. Right now, Mobley is wide open for 3. Way too comfortable. That's an easy shot for him. That's in the basket.
And Mobley shot lights out yesterday, did a great job for Seton Hall in their 8-point victory. Let's see something here on the offensive side from Xavier off a missed free throw.
Back to zone, and anytime you're in the zone, get the ball to the middle of the floor. Quick swing, D. Davis to Miles Davis. He's going to see a gap, get to the middle. Well, so does Samaje Christian coming down the lane. Miles does a great job of penetrating. He's going to find Samaje quick and the big-time finish. That's what Samaje does best, get to the lane and make tough shots.
So last week, after they gave up 81 points in a loss at Providence, I asked you if you were concerned about X. You said no. What about now?
Really concerned. You cannot lose to a team like Seton Hall at home, bottom half of the conference, but they have a big opportunity tomorrow at Villanova.
Yeah, if they can win that one, they'd certainly be feeling much better about things. Speaking of feeling good, UC, 14 in a row. How'd they get number 14 at Fifth Third on Sunday?
Well, good start. Get the ball to Justin Jackson, who's having a heck of a year. He's getting guarded by Perry here down in the paint, who doesn't do a good job of getting his hands up and make things difficult. Justin Jackson's vision is not blocked. He can see everything. McClendon doesn't do a good job of keeping his vision on the ball and also on his man, which is SK, and you can never leave SK open on the perimeter, and that's what happens here. Beautiful pass over to SK. 3 ball. Didn't shoot it great from 3 today, but that was one right there.
Yeah, that's the last guy you want to lose control of. He's now the 3rd leading scorer in UC program history, Sean Kilpatrick. What do we have here?
Dribble handoff. Gwynn and Justin Jackson right here. Gwynn's going to go over here, set his screen for SK. We got number 0, number 10 over here. Do a really poor job of communicating on this screen, and they're going to get caught. Gwynn's going to go over to our open spot here in the corner. Easy shot for him. He hit 2 big threes in the first half.
Yeah, Jelon hit a deep one from the top of the key as well. And UC, finally, Brad, Sean Kilpatrick, the last guy you want to lose track of on the basketball court. What happens here? 2-point
game right here, 1:47 on the clock. Shaq Thomas with the quick pass over to Troy Copain. We have 2 South Florida defenders that are out of position right now. Copain's going to take advantage, get into the interior of this defense. We got 4 guys staring at him right now. They are occupied because you cannot let guys get inside the paint in this position. Shaq Thomas is over here, but who are we forgetting? SK is going to come into the play. And he is not going to take the 3-point shot. He's going to drive to the lane. You're Bruno from South Florida. You got to get in here. You have to take the charge.
Yeah.
If you want to win on the road, especially against a team like Cincinnati, that is a tough play that you have to make, and that's why South Florida has the record that they have. They do not make winning plays.
Yeah, he tried to jump with him, and he was outside the circle, so he could have taken that charge there. Even as an ex-guy, got to be impressed with those guys from UC.
Very impressed, especially after that huge win that they had at Louisville on Thursday, to turn around and get the win at home. No matter how you get it, it's a W in the scoreboard.
Didn't fall into the trap. Brad Redford, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
And the results are in. 43% of you impressed with the 14-game winning streak. How could you not be? And the likely top 10 ranking coming for Nick Cronin and his UC Bearcats. Next up, close to 30% of you giving Marvin Lewis credit for doing something no Bengals coach has ever before done. 3 straight playoff spots. Chris Mack in third with 21% of the vote. His number when he was on the floor at Xavier. That's right. Brian Price. No body of work, really. Very few votes. Kind of an incomplete grade for Brian. We'll see in a few months. Thanks for taking the time to call or click tonight. And thanks to Brad Johansen and Sean Kilpatrick for taking the time to do this following today's Bearcats win.
Mike with Sean Kilpatrick, who is feeling a little bit under the weather. You didn't shoot the way you normally shoot. How long have you been feeling sick?
I say the night I got back from Louisville. I mean, it's been a little bit of a wreck, but I mean, we have great medical staff. I mean, they've been trying to like really continue to keep just giving me fluids and really just giving me the meds that I need. But it's been a little roller coaster today. I mean, this is the first time I actually got to move in 2 days.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, the expectation is you have a big win like Louisville. There's a natural letdown for any team. I know the coaching staff was preaching that, guys, do not let down at this point, but this is a team you don't match up very well against, and they gave you a game.
Yeah, I mean, Coach, he's been telling us constantly, I mean, these are the games that teams lose. I mean, because we know that it's an emotional win coming off the Louisville win, and just being able to just stay focused. I mean, our seniors, including me, we do a great job with just trying to keep our younger guys focused on the prize. So, I mean, being able to just come out here and just play with a tough team like USF, I mean, they're big in every position. So we just had to try our hardest just to really box them out.
I said to you, you've been kind of the one preaching. Hey, how about a little national respect here? Okay. And now you've got 14 in a row. You've got 21 wins at the start of February. You're 10-0 in the American Conference. You're undoubtedly on the way to a top 10 ranking this week. So now that you'll get it, what does it mean?
Same attitude. I mean, guys just come in and work hard and continue to keep getting in the weight room and just working. I mean, we know that it's going to be a bigger bullseye on us, and being able to just have teams to try to come in every night and just give us their best punch. I mean, we got to continue to keep giving them our best punch. So, I mean, that's been the motto and that's been the focus for the past, I say, what, two and a half months, 3 months.
I believe you got photobombed here.
Yeah.
And that's the way we ought to get photobombed. You got UConn next. Is it nice to just say we get this one next and you go one game at a time? I know that's one of those sports cliches, but at this point, that's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, we call it one practice at a time. I mean, because we got to continue to keep practicing and practicing. Then on game day, we call it one game at a time. So, I mean, we just got to continue to keep working. And we know that UConn is a great team. They have great guards, and being able to just to try to keep hanging with their guards. I mean, that's going to be a hard task, but I mean, we have the team that's capable of doing it.
Go get your medicine, get some rest, feel better. Appreciate
Thanks.
your time.
Thank you.
Sean Kilpatrick, Mike, for now. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, guys. The up-and-down season for the Indiana Hoosiers continued today. They have that win over Wisconsin, but losses to Illinois and Nebraska. Today they got 10th-ranked Michigan, the defending national runner-up, came in unbeaten in Big Ten play so far this season. Hoosiers were ready for this one today, clearly. Yogi Ferrell came out on fire. Game is tied at 29. Now it's not. He snaps that tie with a 3. Here's another from the top of the key, makes it 40-33, and Yogi was just warming up on the catch and shoot from deep. 43-36. IU leading number 10 Michigan. Big in Bloomington. Wolverines, though, not going away so fast. Glenn Robinson III gets to the bucket with a foul. It's a 5-point game. But the Hoosiers played like they needed this one. Noah Vonleh follow slam, 63-52 final. Michigan State and now Michigan lost this weekend. It is the Wolverines' first loss in conference play this season. PGA Tour continuing on the West Coast with the final round of the Waste Management Open in Scottsdale. Known for having the most rowdy of fans of all the tour stops, that 16th hole looks more like a Metallica concert than a golf event. Kevin Stadler, the Walrus' kid, off the tee, ends up in the rough. And in Arizona, that means a lot of sand, rocks, and prickly things that the ball could get stuck to. He's going to need a little relief from that one. Bubba Watson looked for a while as if he'd win this thing. Putt on 17 to take the outright lead. This is clutch to 16 under par for Bubba. Now it's Stadler on 17 to jump into a share of the lead. He's got that one, 16 under. Stadler on 18 now needs this to basically wrap this thing up. But the baby Walls just misses that one. Score of 16 under when he settled for par there. So when Watson came to 18, he needed this to force a playoff and couldn't get it. Misread it. Thought it would go the other way. It didn't. Kevin Stadler gets the win in Scottsdale at the Waste Management Open.